I want to wish you guys a happy and safe Thanksgiving from the Hansons here at Pine Meadows Hobby Farm. Stay tuned, we're going to go out into the backyard and check out what's going on with the weather outside. Hey, welcome back to Pine Meadows Hobby Farm. I'm your host, Jerry Hansen. Yep, it's Thanksgiving Day, and we're waiting for dinner to get cooked and ready so I can sit down and eat. And, yeah. We have a storm going on. A little bit of blue sky broke out, but we have very high winds and torrential rains. Thank God the rains have come. With the inclement weather going on, all work outside has come to a screeching halt. That includes the barn. I did get a lot done on the barn already. If you can see from a distance that I did get some railing done. I just got to get the posts up, and I am preparing that video, and I also got all my building materials for it to finally finish it off. And I also purchased some mangers and feeders for the hogs and goats to install in the barn as well. But let's go into the greenhouse, and I'm going to show you guys an idea I had. With us getting into the winter months and it gets cold in here, some of the plants have died. They just did not survive the cold temperatures that it got into the greenhouse, and these barrels are insufficient to be able to keep it warm when it got down into the 20s. So I did lose my tender leaf plants, like my sunflowers died, the tomatoes died, the cucumbers died, and the pepper plants died. But the rest of the plants seem to be holding up pretty good. But I was looking around in my resources with all these estate cleanups I've been doing. I've been finally getting rid of some stuff. I donated an entire living room set to a family who was starting their home and didn't have the furniture, so I just went ahead and donated it. So what I came across when I was cleaning up my shed is I came across this heater. It's a propane catalytic heater, and I'm going to go ahead and have this in the greenhouse, and we're going to operate it. Now, what the catalytic heater will do, I'll come in here at night, turn it on, let it run through the night, and keep the temperatures above freezing, and in the morning come turn it off. And what the propane flame does, it creates CO2 in the greenhouse. CO2 is a naturally occurring gases also. Humans do contribute, that occurs naturally in the environment. But what CO2 does is it's food for the plants. And so when you have a greenhouse, you restrict the CO2. You keep it out because all the CO2 is outside. Now, if you really want plants to thrive, feed them. Yes, you got food you put in the roots and stuff, but you got to have some kind of a flame or something that burns, that makes carbon, that makes that CO2 gases. And through photosynthesis, the work of the sun and the little energy engines inside of the plant, the chlorophyll and stuff, it converts that CO2 gases into sugars. So they're basically, what they're doing is they're rearranging the molecules on those CO2 gases and creating sugars for the plants. So it's energy for the plants to grow. So plants need CO2. And they also convert that CO2 to oxygen, is what we need to breathe. So this is an oxygen-rich environment here in the greenhouse. So stay tuned to see how well the plants are going to be doing through the winter with this propane heater I've added. You can also look online and look up the internet, and they actually manufacture these big CO2 makers for big greenhouse operations, because this big major industries understand that you do need not only heat in the colder months, but you also need the CO2 to feed the plants, because they understand the intricacies of how a plant works. Well, it's time to head in and get myself cleaned up and ready to sit at the table and have a good Thanksgiving meal. Oh, this year I have a lot to be thankful for. I'm your host, Jerry Hansen. This is Pine Meadows Hobby Farm. We're a small homestead tucked high in the Cascade Ranges of the Pacific Northwest. Please follow us on social media. We're on Twitter, Facebook, Pinterest, Reddit, Google+, and Blogger. And you can keep up to date with our video uploads like this one by clicking that bell icon. That'll alert you to new videos as I upload them. Please subscribe, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment. I'm reading your comments. I can't answer them all because I'm getting a whole bunch of comments. But if you have a question, I'll try to find the question and answer the question for you. We'll see you guys later. Happy Thanksgiving. Bye-bye.